Good evening and welcome to the final session of the Illinois Swimming Winter Open 2021 here at the FMC Natatorium hosted by FMC Aquatics. Coming up tonight, we have the women and men's 1500 long course meter freestyle. Looking for a couple Olympic trial cuts there. We also have the men's and women's 200 meter IM, followed by the men's and men 50 meter freestyle. And then we're going to finish the night off with the women's and men's 200 meter breaststroke. So we had a fast morning of swimming once again. The kids are ready to rock and roll. It's going to be an exciting night. I will be joined again by the Beard of Illinois, Derek Ammerman, head coach of PAW. I'm Casey Natook, head coach of Sterling Stingrays, also the voice of Illinois swimming. So we will be back with you in roughly 12 minutes and ready for some live action. Thank you all. And good evening and welcome back to the 2021 Illinois Swimming Winter Open hosted by FMC Aquatics. I am Casey, the voice of Illinois Swimming. Standing alongside me is Derek, the beard of Illinois Swimming, Ammerman. How you doing tonight, Derek?
I'm doing great, Casey. I'm looking forward to some fast swimming.
Well, there's nothing like getting you ready for fast swimming like the mile, right?
There's nothing better than swimming the mile if your name is Rob Emery.
Well, Rob Emery is well represented with three girls here in the 1500. So let's get those names out there. So right now we have lane 3, Anna Andrus from BR Ryle. Lane 4, Abby Tout from Wolfpack. Lane 5, Maggie Graves from Barrington Swim Club. Lane 6, Piper Wood Prince from FMC. Lane 7, Emily Bucaro from Barrington. Lane 8, Jenna Kerr from Barrington. So all of these ladies seated relatively close to the Olympic trial time of 16:49.19. You think any of these ladies are going to dip down below that tonight?
Not sure if they'll dip below, but based on the previous couple of days, I would say that Piper Wood Prince probably has the edge here tonight going into this race.
I would agree. She did win the 800 in pretty much commanding fashion, along with the 400 last night. And so look for her to get out. I think she likes to get out early, right, and kind of swim from the lead a little bit.
She likes to set the tone and just
Definitely
let her go.
Not the Barrington girls. They kind of swim from the back, I see. Like, they usually are back halfers, right?
Absolutely.
Would you say?
Yeah, Rob was telling me earlier that, Maggie, she's swam quite a few events this week, and she's pretty run down. He said she'd be happy if she was around the 17:15 mark. So let's just see what she can do here. She's out in a 30.9. She actually set the tone for that first 50. So
yeah, she see it with a 17:06. Now this is a long race. This is 17 minutes of back and forth, staring at the black line. And what do you tell your swimmers, Derek, to swim the mile? What does it take to swim a good mile?
Well, you got to control yourself going out, and then just, I usually have them watch me or watch their counters for the signals. If they have a certain average time that they want to go for, they're at 33.6s, 33.8s there for Maggie and Piper.
Maggie and Piper, 104.7, separated only by 100th.
Yeah.
Which early on could make for a very exciting finish, but there's a lot of race to be swam yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, what I, normally do is just have them, that way, because they won't be able to see the clock. So, if they're going out too fast or something, we try and slow them down. If they're too slow, we got to pick them up a little bit. So, but more than anything, we just try and train them so that they know what it feels like to swim that race.
Right. A lot of this work is already done, right? Like most of this work is done at practice, teaching them this is what a 29 feels like. This is what a 33 feels like. Now, they haven't swam long course in a year and a half, so that's going to be a little bit difficult for them to know what a 33 feels like versus a 35. So the signals from the coach and from the counters are definitely something to look at, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you when you're going to 29 in 50 yards, you'd probably be going anywhere from 33, 34 in the 50 meters. And
right.
Yeah, like you said, you don't know how that feels, so you have to train your brain to figure that out.
Yeah, so top two ladies just separated by a 10th right now. So seems like Maggie kind of gets a little bit of a lead coming down this way, and then Piper reels her in just a little bit at the end. So looks like they're going to be pacing each other for the whole time.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good race for now. It looks like Piper might have the edge here at the 250.
Yeah, they flipped 2/100ths of a second apart.
Wow.
So 34.6, 34.7 for Maggie and Piper.
And then you got Abby coming in third. I know Abby's been with CWAC for many, many years. She's always been a great distance swimmer, and she continues to do so. Long strokes, beautiful looking swimmer.
So what did you ever swim? I know you've mentioned a few times you were a sprinter.
Well, that's because sprinting is the best.
Well, sprinting is the best. Just ask Jack Wanless, right?
That's right.
And anybody else who's a sprinter, they will tell you that sprinting is the best. And Piper just pulled ahead ever so slightly here, about 0.2 of a second. But I think I can. I know I can count on my hand the amount of times I've done the mile, and that's I think once. I don't even know if I did it once, to be honest. I may have never done it ever.
You missed out on some greatness.
I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure that my greatness did not lie in the mile.
I actually swam the mile at JO's. Well, what used to be JO's, now it's called Age Group Champs. But yeah, I swam it a couple
hundredth of a second apart there at that flip. That's,
I mean, they're really pushing each other well.
Yeah,
it's a great race.
Still 34s for both of them. So
and then you got Abby and Emily kind of fighting each other there for third.
Yeah.
So good for them. Yeah, I actually what I would, back in the day, I would refer to as my distance king, so to speak. Greg Maurer. He used to win the mile, all the time. And
now, is that the father of the Maurer boys?
It is not. It is the uncle of the Maurer boys. His brother Eric he went on to Stanford, married Leah.
Okay.
And then
I mean, there's some good swimming genes, right? Like,
yeah.
They're no longer in Illinois, correct?
I believe they're out in Stanford now.
Right, they're all at Stanford.
So Rex moved out there when Luke went out to swim at Stanford. So
yeah, he'll be swimming this weekend at NCAA's, right? At the men's NCAA's.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Luke ought to do really well.
Anyway,
Maurer family.
Sorry to take away from yours.
Oh, not at all. I was just saying, so Greg, Eric's younger brother, was the 3/100s.
Yeah,
look at that.
They're back and forth. This is a pretty awesome. Like, as far as races go, this is a nice race. It'll be interesting to see. Like, at some point, one of them's got to be thinking she can't hang on anymore, right? Like, I'm going. There's no way she's going to keep up with me, and they're probably both thinking that, which is driving them to go faster. And out there in lane 8, Jenna Kerr seems to kind of be reeling in Emily and Abby a little bit, just a little. And Anna's just hanging in there.
Anna's just doing her best.
Yeah, having a nice swim.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's tough. That you're at the last day of a 4-day week.
Right.
And you got to swim the mile. I mean, it's just.
Yeah. And then they tease you with, like, okay, we're going to start finals an hour earlier, so you get home a little earlier, but then they throw in 2 heats of the mile, and that takes up like 40 minutes plus the 10-minute break. We may as well just not have done it.
Yeah.
I mean,
either
with the
that
mile.
Or done it earlier.
Right. Like, I mean, we all love our distance swimmers for sure, but.
I love my distance swimmer because my daughter's a distance swimmer. So.
Okay. Well, my daughter's a distance runner, so I guess, you take that for what it's worth. I don't go the distance really on anything.
Well, my daughter is a distance swimmer at UIC, and then my wife was a distance swimmer at Augustana, so I have to have a little bit of love for the distance.
I understand.
My wife always says when the going gets tough, the sprinters get out. I always say when the going gets tough, the sprinters get smart.
Those are some wise words.
Absolutely.
Wise words from the Beard of Illinois.
Beard of Illinois.
Beard of Illinois, Derek Emmerman. Oh, so Maggie's kind of 2/10 there. Still both 34.5s. Like, it's almost like if you were to look at their splits on a sheet, they're all going to be probably within a tenth or so of each other of their sprints. But looks like Maggie has just kind of picked up her pace just ever so slightly here. Her turnover has increased, and she's almost to the halfway point here. That was, what was that, a 600 right there, right?
Yep.
They've done a 600. This is 30 lengths of the pool back and forth, so they still have 900 or 850 meters to go. But Maggie with a 34.3 there.
You need me to move? Okay.
Piper went 34.8, so she's creating a little bit of separation. So making a little bit of a move here early on in the race.
Don't drop it like you did yesterday.
It may be a little too early for that move. Maybe Piper is just letting her go.
Right now, it looks like Maggie's still got some energy. So.
Oh well, the aerobic conditioning of the Barrington Swim Club
is legendary.
Is not going to come into a problem, right? Like they're not going to get out of breath necessarily.
Well, yeah, I mean, how many of the Barrington greats that you can name from the years? Kristen Jacobson being, probably the most noteworthy.
She was a phenomenal distance swimmer.
And then, of course, Rob's daughter, now swimming at Florida State, and having great success down there as well. So.
Yeah. So looks like.
She's pulling out a little bit.
Maggie has created a body length lead now on Piper.
But I wouldn't count Piper out yet.
Definitely not going to count Piper out. Maggie 34.4. Piper, that's her first 35. So she's been the last 350s about a half-second difference from Maggie Graves. Now Maggie comes in seated 18. What is that math? 17 seconds ahead of Piper. So you don't necessarily find this too surprising, but maybe Piper's just kind of hanging back still. They just flipped at the halfway point, so now they're kind of on the downhill here a little bit, right? This is a 800.
I would expect to see Piper start to make her move around length 21.
Yeah, so
start reeling her back in a little bit.
At the 800, 908 for Maggie, 910 for Piper, 34.8 on Maggie's 50, 35.1 for Piper. So
Emily Baccaro just split 34.8, so she's starting to come back.
She's starting to pick up her pace. 919 on that 800, and 923 for Abby, and 927 there for Jenna.
And Jenna's starting to pick up on Abby a little bit, so that could be an interesting race now for fourth if Jenna keeps moving up. Had a little fun with Jenna in the warm-up. She was getting ready to get in, and her coach yells at her, "Hey, get in there and do a cannonball." She refused to do it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess sometimes that could be the difference between ladies and men, I think. Like, you tell a boy to do a cannonball, and they'll say, how many?
Oh, yeah.
Not no.
Can I do that for my warm-up?
Right. Can I do that for my start, I think is like what – I mean, I've seen a few backstrokers do that. Not so much anymore. But they do like to – screw around at times. So Maggie still holding 34s, 34.5. Piper finally dropped back down into the 34s, but Maggie now has a 3-second lead. That was a hundredth of a second just a few hundred meters ago.
And they got 12 lengths left. So, you think about this. They've already gone for 10 minutes. They still got another 6.5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a grueling long
But
race.
I tell you, this is a long race, and you were worried that we wouldn't have enough to talk about. And we've talked nothing about swimming. We haven't even.
Well, don't forget, we got the boys, too.
Well, I know, but we're talking about the race here. So 34.3, 35 again for Piper. So, yeah, we didn't need to talk about any of my pre-planned topics.
Maggie's actually getting faster. She went from a 34.8 to a 34.5 to a 34.3, so. I mean, that's just what you were talking about with the conditioning with the Barrington people.
Well, I think all those Barrington girls have just started to get maybe a little bit quicker here on this back half as we come to our – where are we now? At the
I believe that's the
1100? 1,000. That's the 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 34.8. Piper put down a 34.2 on that 50. So with 500 to go,
she's playing that.
She's
She's going to start making her move at length 21.
Making her move.
I think somebody said that earlier.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said.
I wasn't listening.
Well, I don't think anybody else was either.
You're right in my ear, so it's hard to not listen. But somehow I managed to just ignore you.
You're really
completely.
good at that.
Ignoring people?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't remember when she told me that, but
34.2, 34.3 for those two ladies. So Piper's dropped down. Maggie probably felt it just a little bit and is answered back slightly, but
I don't think Maggie's really slowed down. I mean, other than that 34.8,
yeah,
I think she's been staying around that 34.3.
She's done all right, but Piper's
making a move.
She's definitely trying to catch her here with 400 meters to go. 405. Maggie turns here at 34.8.
Ooh.
And Piper with a 34.0.
Oh, she's really starting to make a move.
So she's really
she's within 2.5 seconds now.
Is that 2.5?
Yeah.
Okay. So Piper definitely trying to catch up here with 400 meters, 375 meters left. Piper putting on, her kick is back. Her turnover has increased. And she's seemingly gaining on Maggie with every single stroke. Just a little bit, from 2 body lengths now to just a body length. Maggie seems to be struggling
34,
just a little bit, 34.4 and 34.
So another 0.4 caught up there. But it's funny, too, because Maggie seems to be doing better on coming down this way when she's not looking at Piper.
Right.
Which is surprising because usually when you're looking at somebody is when you start to increase your hand tempo and your speed and stuff like that. But
maybe she's feeling a little bit. She's feeling the pressure. But it looks like Maggie's slipping through the water just a little bit here as she gets a little tired. I mean, it's to be expected, right? You're not going to be able to maintain this amazing form the whole time. But 34.6 there and 34.0 again for Piper.
So now she's
1.4 seconds apart.
Yep.
So this is 300 meters left. What we had at the beginning, right, where they were about 100th apart, we're probably going to come down to at the end. And there's nothing quite like a race that lasts 17 minutes coming down to the touch.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, it's just kind of building the excitement as we go here. She's definitely past her feet now and almost at her hip just a little bit. So she's definitely outsplit Maggie on this 50 as well.
By 0.2 there.
By 0.2, so just a little bit.
Still over a second. A little bit
just
over.
a little over a second. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, but I wonder if Piper went too much too early.
I don't think so. I think
but she needed to definitely because otherwise Maggie was just going to pull ahead, right?
Yeah.
Like Piper couldn't hold any more 35s. But this looks like a great 50 here for Piper.
Yeah. She should be within a half second.
Within a half second. She might actually overtake her here.
Yeah.
This
last 5 yards.
This was a
really
huge
pushing.
50.
Yeah.
By Piper. 33.8.
Oh my gosh, that's almost a full second.
Full second faster than Maggie, 34.7. So now they're back within 0.3 of each other. And again, as we come back towards us, right, as they swim, what is that, east, would you say? Yeah,
I would say yes.
As they're swimming east, Maggie seems to have a slight advantage, but when they come back west, Piper's definitely catching. But now it looks like
Piper's got the lead now.
Piper has pulled ahead with 150 meters to go. Let's see if Maggie can answer that move by Piper because she went 33.5 and
34.3.
34.3 by Maggie. Maggie's got to start getting those legs into it a little bit here if she wants to make sure that she can catch Piper with 125 meters to go. Solidly in third place is Emily Buccaro. She's 35.2 there. But Piper Wood with a like that 50 there with 200 meters to go. That was a crushing 50, right? It's just a full second.
33.8, yeah.
Now she's dropped to 33.0.
And Maggie went up a couple of tenths. So.
She's 34.7.
Yeah.
So unless Maggie's able to really put a huge move on, I think Piper's got this race sewn up. They're not going to get that 16:49. They won't be there, but they'll be probably right around what you had mentioned, 17:10 or so, 17:08.
I think the coaches will be happy both for FMC and for Barrington because they were talking about how she wanted to be under 17:15. She's definitely going to do that, Maggie, and then Piper's getting a lifetime best time here. So
Piper 32.7 on that 50, and Maggie with a 34.6. So Piper let Maggie kind of get away from her, get ahead a little bit, and tire herself out, and then just kind of rode the wave back and just crush her at the end here.
Yeah, Piper's got some really, really good closing speed.
Yeah, you wonder maybe Piper could have started going a little bit earlier.
A little Sally save up maybe.
Yeah. And
17:06.69.
17:06, 32.6 on that 50. That's a drop of 17 seconds for Piper.
Maggie was 3 seconds faster in her goal, so that's really good.
So she went 34.4 and 17.12. And Emily Buccaro is going to be third here in a 28.80. So she's just 9 seconds in the course of a mile is not too much to be concerned about.
I think she was actually entered a yard time. I think the only
it's
two that were
possible.
entered at a long course time were Maggie and Piper. So I think that might be a best time for Emily long course, which is great.
Abby fourth is 17:46. Anna.
So
Jenna fifth, 17:51. And
so
then
nice swims, ladies.
Anna Andres is going to be in sixth place here. She's not going to get under 18 minutes, but maybe 18:15. Can we get her under there?
18:15 now, so she'll probably go 18:21, 18:22.
I'm not even looking at the clock, so this is just a guesstimate for me. But nice swim from all those ladies.
18:23.49 for Anna.
Great job.
Yeah. good race. I mean, that
was a fun one to watch. If you enjoy watching fast distance races, that was a nice one to watch.
Absolutely. You had some intrigue with the two
right at the beginning,
the middle, and then you also had some intrigue with the other girls trying to go for third, fourth.
Sure. So now on to the men. Lane 3, Colin Kingsley, Scout Aquatics. Lane 4, Tyson Tucci, Bloomington Normal. Lane 5, Lucas Conrads, FMC. Lane 6, Joseph Bosey from Lincoln Way. Lane 7, Hayward Wilson from New Trier. Lane 8, Aiden Dunn from FMC. The Wave 1 standard is 15:44.89, which is 103 per 100, or just slightly under.
Slightly under.
Like 102.90.
That's good math.
Well, thanks. Sometimes I do well with math. But
let's not go over.
No percentages. No percentages, please.
Oh, good news. Lucas Conrads was the quickest off the block there. So
0.67.
That'll really bode well for the whole.
I think my sprinter
race.
had that reaction time earlier. I'm not. You laugh, but actually my sprinters were all slower. So I think I need to work a little bit on reaction times. Maybe. Anyway, so 15:44 again. 89 is the Olympic trial cut. Probably not necessarily.
I don't think we'll see that today, but we'll still see some good.
But is definitely a goal of, and these gentlemen are all still fairly young as far as swimming goes, right? Like we have a few 18-year-olds, and then a bunch of the rest are 16.
Yeah.
117. So these gentlemen are just coming into their own here as far as like their growth spurts. Maybe have just maybe finished or still going a little bit. So their body awareness may not still be that great, and they're still gaining muscle. So they got a few years still before they hit their peak. I totally missed that first 100. What were they out in?
Well, let me put it this way. We got a 5-way race right now at the 100. They were all within a second of each other out in 00 to 101s.
Oh, that's pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Colin should, get on board here with the rest.
Well, maybe he's pulling a Piper and waiting to make his move at length 6.
Very well.
Yes.
He's coached by he's from Scout Aquatics, Colin.
So he's coached by Caroline.
By
who's
Caroline
actually
Grievers,
doing his counting for him.
Right. Who's also the sister of a certain Matt Grievers.
That's correct.
Right? He's a pretty good swimmer.
Yeah, he was okay.
He still is pretty okay, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be.
Is he okay still?
He's going to be
trying
for some.
Yeah, he's right there at the backstroke, right?
Yeah. All still within a second of each other.
Yeah, all about 207 there. They're all 207 actually. 207.
They're all 6/10.
207 from first from fifth. That's something pretty cool.
I'd love to see it keep going.
We just a few things for some of these guys, like especially like the Tooch. Like he has a tendency to sometimes take it out just a little too quick. He gets a little too excited sometimes. And as long as his coach is Matt Elliott, is that correct?
That is correct.
Who also was pretty good swimmer.
He was a very, very fine swimmer back in
breaststroker,
the day.
right? Not just breaststroker, but
he actually I believe is the most decorated high school swimmer of all time. I believe he has set the record with 7 first-place championships in IHSA.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Only person to beat him was 8. Kevin Cordes.
Oh,
another really
well-known breaststroker.
Yeah.
So, anyway, this is the 300.
Tooch is making his move early.
33.0 on that 50. Everyone else 33.3 to 33.5. They're all still really close.
Yeah, they're all within a second and a half. So, and then Colin's
doing all right.
34.6.
Looks like he was entered at the standard, so he's just trying to get a time, right? Like we don't know. Anyway, I know. So this is the 350. Yeah, 350.
Tooch under 33.
32.9.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everyone else seems to have dropped just a little bit. They don't want to let him get too far ahead, but he is sometimes will be the rabbit, right? Like I think marathoners have that guy that goes out and sets a quick pace, that everybody can kind of just hang back on a little bit, and then the rabbit just kind of burns out.
Kind of like the same thing with Tour de France. You got the one guy who gets out front. And
the one guy in the team, right? Because they're all about teams at the Tour.
Yep.
Right.
32.9.
That was the exact same split again. But Joseph dropped into the 32s as well.
Yeah. Lucas still 33.3.
But they're all still, I mean, anybody's race at this point. We're a quarter of the way through. Tyson doesn't look, I mean, we joked that he went out rabbit style, but he doesn't look like he's over swimming it, right? Like
Not at all.
He doesn't look like he's going out after something that he can't maintain.
Yeah. He looks strong.
Yeah, he's 32.95 again. Like that's the third
33.0 for Lucas.
Third 50 in a row. He has to the 100.
32.95.
Yeah, to the 100.
Yeah.
You wonder if the clock is wrong.
Either that or he just does that so often that he knows exactly what he needs to do every 50.
Right. Well, I know his family's good with numbers. His dad is the treasurer of Illinois Swimming.
Illinois Swimming, that is correct.
Yeah, also a finance guy.
Shout out to Mark.
Mark Tucci.
Yep. Thanks for doing what you do.
Hasn't helped me at all on my stock picks, but I ask him all the time. Probably just because I'm impatient, but I don't hold on as long as he does. 33-1 there for Tucci.
So a little bit off.
So I guess the clock is working. But 524 at the 500 mark. So that's a third of the way through. So extending that out, that's around a 16:30. Yeah.
Yep.
So you're good with the math too.
Well, no, I just tried to pretend that I was, listening to you.
No, you don't have to pretend.
Oh, well.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, I know. Well, I just didn't want you to forget.
Everybody listens to The Voice.
Understand the voice?
I don't think we need singing, do we?
No. Oh, of course we do.
Well,
Boy,
karaoke.
the Tooch went back under.
32.96. Is that what that says?
And that's, but they're
33.0.
they're within 2 seconds of them. So
they're all just kind of hanging in there. Like this is
kind of like what Piper did.
Kind of just like Piper. Let Maggie get out there, with the lane lines the way they are, and they're being a pretty far spread. There's not much to draft off of. Would you say? Like, I know sometimes coaches will say get close to the lane line of the leader, right? Like if the leader Tyson is, if you are Lucas, you'd want to move to your left. And
if you happen to look at the Tyson swimming, you'll notice that he is circle swimming.
He's circle swimming,
Reverse
but
circle swimming.
He's circle swimming the wrong way. Yeah.
Which would be beneficial for Lucas if he starts to catch up.
Right.
But he seems to have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah,
Tyson's still going
2.9
32s.
again. 33.1 for Joseph. 33.4 for Lucas. And 33.6 still for Hayward. 34.0 for Aiden. And
Collins coming in. He's been under 35s most of the time. He's got a nice steady stroke.
Yeah, nice and long, pretty
34.5, so he's picking it up a little bit.
Nice and long out front, keeping those arms, keeping that patience, which, some swimmers have, some swimmers don't. A lot of swimmers don't have patience.
That's why I was a swimmer.
Because you don't have patience?
Or, I'm sorry, not swimmer, a sprinter.
Yeah.
Because I don't have patience.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I was a swimmer. Thank you. Thanks. I'm here all week.
I'm just asking what you said.
Oh, no.
All right. Are we halfway?
Yes, we are.
We're coming to the halfway point here. Tucci has pulled ahead slightly from Joseph, definitely from Lucas. Tucci again, 32.7, dropped down
33.2, so that's a full half second faster for Joseph.
So Tucci here is definitely just slightly increased, right? Like his stroke tempo still hasn't really gone to his legs yet. None of these gentlemen have gone to their legs yet. And
other than Colin. Colin seems to be the one guy in there that uses his legs quite a bit. He's got a nice steady
he does have a good kick. Yeah.
The Tooch at 32.6 and then 33.1. That's exactly a half second faster again.
So Tucci's just gotten a little faster here as this halfway point has hit.
8:42, 8:44. And Lucas coming in third, 8:47.
So that's the halfway. Well, not. That's just a little
halfway,
over halfway. But those are good 800 times, right? Like, I'd be pretty happy with those for 800s.
Really good.
I mean,
Tyson just doesn't seem to have any inkling of slowing down.
32.8, 33.2.
Yep. One thing about Joseph, though, that might help him in the later rounds is his coming off the walls is fantastic. If you look at how long he gets out there.
He's definitely got a little bit of a better streamline, maybe a dolphin kick or two that Tyson does not have. He's also looks to be a little longer than
He
Tyson.
does.
So
Tyson's not a very tall kid, but what he lacks in height, he makes up for in just
heart.
Yes.
Right? Is that
Exactly.
Which is maybe his height is still coming. His dad and mom are both fairly tall. So
yeah, I see him still growing quite a bit.
He could still shoot up another, like, he could be a 6'2".
His older brother Tanner's pretty tall.
Okay.
So
32.9 for Joseph.
So
missed Tyson on that one.
I think he was 32.8 again.
Okay.
So I think Joseph's just trying to stay with him a little bit and then maybe reel him in. They're on length 19 now, I believe.
Yes. As we head to the this is the 950 mark. Tyson 32.7.
It's just very consistent.
Joseph
steady,
32.7 as well.
So he's 3.1 seconds off of Tyson right now. So,
but Joseph has dropped down below 33 here for the last 250s. So he's definitely increased his speed just a little bit. But Tyson just hasn't
slowed
relented.
down.
Right. He just is. It almost looks like he could just do this pace, for 5,000. Right.
I believe
like,
we call that the machine. Just one of those kids that can just go over and
just
over.
Going. Like, he's even brought his legs into it a little bit.
32.5.
Like, he's getting a little bit of a kick here now that there's just 500 meters to go. But you could see a little bit of a splash from his legs every now and then that wasn't there before. But same thing with Joseph, right? He's got a little bit of a kick going now too.
I'm wondering if he's going to make his move at length 21.
Well, that would be this length.
That would be. And it doesn't appear that he's making a move.
No.
Either that or Tyson's already countering it. So,
Tyson 32.8. Joseph with a 33.1 there.
Coming off that wall. Look at how far out he gets. He
Yeah.
gets out past the red.
Almost with no effort, right?
Yeah.
Like, it still just doesn't. Tyson still doesn't look tired, but Joseph definitely just looks like he's just. I mean, he's definitely trying, right?
Yep.
He's absolutely trying, but he's sometimes
3 seconds is a long way.
You get into a groove though in these 50s, and you just sometimes that's what you get, right?
Yeah. What
32.7.
one of my swimmers was talking about the other day was during the 500 they don't want to settle. Sometimes they settle in that length 10 through 16 in their 500 free, and when they do that, that's when
it's hard to get back
bad
going again.
things happen.
Yes. Yeah. And sometimes, especially newer swimmers, or they will just fall into a pace. Whatever that pace is, that's what they do.
Yep.
Good or bad.
Looks like Tucci's found himself a really good pace to be falling into.
Oh, for sure. 32.5.
32.5. He's getting faster.
And he's almost got it looks like he's got the same stroke count too for every 50.
Yeah.
Like he's hitting the wall at the same stroke. He's flipping at the same. This is a nice little clinic here by Tucci on how to swim
distance.
How to swim distance.
What did you say the Olympic trial cut was?
15:44.89.
So he'll be probably around a half a minute off of that.
Yeah, about 16:15. Yeah. 32.7, and that's 13:04. Is that right?
That's correct.
And we got.
He's increased the lead by 5 seconds. So
we got a 400 to go, right? Or 300 to go. 300 to go.
Yep.
I was looking at the wrong counter. Sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. We got 23 going in.
No, 25's gone in.
Okay. Oh, he didn't move it yet.
He didn't move it. So, again, Tyson here, 350 meters to go. 250 meters to go.
250 meters to go.
32.5 on that 50.
There goes that whiz-bang math again.
Tyson with a couple dolphin kicks off that wall. And, yeah, that was some solid whiz-bang math. 32.8 by Joseph. But Tyson threw in a couple dolphin kicks that we haven't seen. So he's, extending his swim that way.
Miracles never cease.
Absolutely, miracles
I
never cease.
hope that his mom and dad are listening to this.
I know his dad listens. His dad has commented a few times. So, yeah, Tyson 32-4. And again,
he's getting faster.
He's getting fat. Well, that's what happens when you throw in a few dolphin kicks,
that's
right? Like, it's pretty amazing what happens when you listen to your coaches.
Well, I don't know if he'd listen to Matt about that. I don't know if Matt knew anything about swimming the mile.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I'm sure Matt knows a thing or two about
underwaters.
Oh yeah,
underwater dolphin kicks on the breaststroke pullout.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, he would never do that. That was illegal when he swam.
No,
right?
No. He learned it from Kitajima.
That's
right.
So Tucci, 32-4.
And he did some
two more dolphin kicks off that wall. Well done. 32-9 by Joseph.
I mean, Joseph's swimming a great swim. He's
just getting a little outclassed here by Tucci.
Well, the other thing, I think Joseph's been here the whole week. Tucci was not here on Thursday.
Oh,
so he might have the
day
rest.
A
little extra legs to him and a little extra.
So the bell lap here, that means there's just 100 meters to go. Tyson with a 32-3, which is just, again, a little bit faster than he's been. And Joseph with a 32-8, right around where he's been. But Tucci's gonna win this 1500. Searching simply for a best time, I'm sure. I don't have his best time in front of me, but.
Well, this will definitely be it, because otherwise he would have been entered at his best time.
Potentially.
For the long course, I should say. He was entered at his best time short course.
Right.
But either way, this is going to be a heck of a swim.
Yeah, 31-7 on that 50. So he's at 15:45, which
goes is 16-16 or 16-17.
Yeah, so he's 50 meters
look at
short.
Those legs.
Yeah.
Maybe he played a little Sally save up.
Well, that's quite possible. I mean, sometimes, like, he's so used to getting out fast that maybe he didn't realize, like, oh, this is what it's supposed to feel like.
Look at that kick.
He's just crushed this last 50. Is he going to go under a 30?
Oh,
he
yeah,
is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 29.99.
16-15-64.
That is a great
Magnificent swim.
Great swim by Tyson Tucci. Just 30 seconds off of the Olympic trial cut, which really is only a second per length, right? Like, the grand scheme, it's not that much.
No, I mean, and Tyson will be able to find that.
Yes.
As hard as he works and training, he'll always be able to find that.
Another 3 years, 2024 Olympic trials, Tyson Tucci, 1500.
There you go. Joseph Bazzi finishing second, 16:24.42. Another great swim. Lucas, 16:39.77. A little bit off his time.
A little bit off, but again, maybe what his coach was looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. Remember that fourth day.
Yeah.
People are just tired.
Right. Hayward in fourth, 16:41. Aiden in fifth with a 16:53. And finishing in sixth place here, Colin with a 17:13. 32-2 on his last 50.
Gentlemen.
Great swims. So coming up next, we got the women's and men's 200-meter IM. We will be taking a 10-minute break, and we will be back then. Stay tuned.
It begins with water. Illinois needed more of it, as many of the Prairie State's championship swimming meets were being held outside the state lines. Fortunately, Illinois still has people with vision. Marianne Kaufman followed her vision, and the stunning result is FMC Natatorium, completed in the summer of 2020. Its creation will thrill any fan of the aquatic arts. 2 Mirtha vessels cover the full spectrum of liquid possibilities. The smaller pool features Mirtha's soft walk flooring system, making it the perfect setting for FMC's teaching and water safety plan. It will also be used for competitive swim training and for a cool-down and warm-up pool during large meets. Seating on 3 sides provides great sightlines to the main event, 9 lanes and 50 meters worth of all deep water. 2 stainless steel Mirtha bulkheads allow all that fluid space to be tailored for swimming, diving, and water polo. For training, a 25-yard cross course makes it simple for practice to become perfect. And when it comes to championship swimming, Mirtha track start blocks with sleek custom finishes are the perfect element to prompt exceptional performance. When the seats are filled and the lights are up, remember what it took to make this aquatic dream come true. Water, vision, creation.
And we're back with
back
the
with Casey the boss.
Casey the voice, not the boss.
Yeah.
You say I'm the boss.
Well, you is the boss.
And Derek the beard. I hope you don't call your wife a beard, do you? No, never mind. The women's 200 long course IM in lane 1. Kalia Hughes from Wolfpack. Lane 2, Naomi Ruff from St. Charles. Lane 3, Greta Pelzik from New Trier. Lane 4, Tessa Jones from Woodstock. Lane 5, Kaylee Tuma from FMC. Lane 6, Burlington Bocos from FMC. Lane 7, Sophia Mruck from St. Charles. Lane 8, Jenna Hendrickson from Wheaton. And Lane 9, Elizabeth Bawalek from St. Charles.
I mean, I got to tell you, this is like a who's who of this meet. I mean, everybody in here has been in other events, and just looks like a really fast field.
Yeah, so the 200-meter IM is one length of butterfly, then backstroke, then breaststroke, then freestyle. For those of you who may not know or who may think it's the order of the medley relay, which it's not, but that would be an interesting way to swim it sometimes.
I would absolutely love to see it done that way.
I do that in practice sometimes.
Absolutely, because then everything's different because the fly is third.
Right. And so then, you don't have to be as much of a breaststroker.
Pelzik was out fast this morning in her fly in the 200-yard IM.
Well, she's out fast here. 29.8 that's pretty fast.
That's pretty fast.
So she's definitely a butterflyer for sure. Let's see if she can hang on here. Again, not as prevalent in the 200 IM as it is in the 400 IM, but breaststrokers sometimes do have a bit of an advantage here. But backstrokers for sure.
Absolutely. I think you said for the 400 IM, 200 backstrokers were usually
very
kings.
Good. Yeah.
I would say that it's probably more of a breaststroke for the 200 IM just because it's a shorter event.
Right. So touching first there at the halfway point, Naomi with a 37.4 in her backstroke.
That is a darn fine split.
That was a fast split. In the breaststroke here, as these ladies come down. Is it come down? Swim down?
Yeah, that's right. They're swimming down.
Swimming downhill now.
Is that Bocos going there?
Down towards us.
Taking off?
Bocos in lane, where is she? 6.
Looks like her 2 and 1 are pushing it.
Yeah, her, Kalia, and Naomi. Bocos with a great meet so far. We've said her name quite a few times.
Yeah. Looks like lane 1's going to have the lead. Outside smoke for. Oh, no. I was wrong by a 10.
Bocos with a 42.7, but Kayla with a 42.7 as well. But I think this race is going to go to Bocos because of her distance,
and
background,
her ability to close,
and her ability to finish here. We'll see if Kalia can hang on, but I don't think she's going to be able to keep up with Burlington here.
She's doing a good job trying, though. I mean, it's right there. She
close.
Might get her. Nope.
Burlington's still
got her barely.
Just young, 14, right? So 2:17.39 is the Olympic trial cut.
2:26.32 for Burlington.
So she's got
2:26.55 for Kalia.
3 years to drop 9 seconds.
I think she's got that.
I mean, quite possibly. So great swim, ladies. Now on to the A final. Again, the Olympic trial cut 2:17.39. Angela, well, here I'll reach out and give the order here. Lane 1, Catherine Makarska from Glenbrook. Lane 2, Julietta Tracy from FMC. Lane 3, Madeline Padovic from Hornets. Lane 4, Kira McGowan from FMC. Lane 5, Angela Coe from Champaign County. Lane 6, Paige Collins from FMC. Lane 7, Veronica Pitchnick from Swift. Thank you. I was getting there, but I appreciate you jumping all over it. Lane 8, Alexandra Eastman from Patriot. And lane 9, Peyton Baxter from St. Charles. So Angela Coe, kind of the cream of this field here. 3 seconds, comes in 3 seconds seated, better than anybody else with a 2:02 this morning. 2:17.39 might be a tall order for her, but she might be the only one who's got a shot.
I would look for her to at least break 2:20 here.
Okay.
I think. I believe this morning was the best time for her in the yards, and she just looked amazing this morning.
All right. Well, you know that that's her. That's got to definitely be her goal, right? Like every swimmer's goal is to make the Olympic team, but realistically, very few do. But Olympic trials is good in its own right.
As the distance king Rob Emery told me the other day, more people have scaled Everest than have been on the Olympic team for the United States.
Well, that's and I mean that's quite the statement.
Absolutely. It just shows how hard it is to make that team.
Or how easy it is to climb Mount Everest.
Right.
29-0 for Angela going out.
You know, I'm really looking forward to seeing you scale Everest after that great workout you did on Friday.
If I ever have an extra $60,000 to $70,000 laying around, and then I'll do it. But I mean, I just saw a blind man did it.
I think that I should come to Sterling and start coaching with you, because if you've got $60,000 or $70,000 laying around.
If I do, if that's an if. But I'm pretty sure I don't think I'd spend it on a Mount Everest trip.
Looks like Julietta's keeping pace with Angela.
Yeah, nice backstroke there by Angela and Julietta, both 36.4s.
Alexandra Eastman with the fastest split there, though, 35.
But Angela's a breaststroker, is she not? She's pretty good at it.
Yeah, she's pretty darn good.
So she was a 105, so she needs to come home in a 112 to get that trial cut. So if she's, what do you say? She's a 38 here, 39. Then
39 is the absolute slowest that she could be.
Then we might have a little excitement. But
right now, it's looking pretty good.
Oh, little short into that
40,
finish, 41.
Yeah,
so 146.
But she'll at least break
she should break 220, right? She should be able to come home in a 33.4. That was not the greatest turn for her. I would imagine her coach is going to say, maybe next time glide into that. Don't take that extra stroke. But either way, it's not going to diminish from her swim
performance here.
She's definitely having a good swim. Is she going to get under 220?
She'll get under 220.
219.47. Coming home in a 32.6. So
Julietta Tracy with a nice 221, and then Alexandra Eastman finishing third
with that strong backstroke leg there, almost as fast as her freestyle or backstroke.
Yeah,
was.
no kidding. She was less than 2 seconds.
Yeah. All right. Well, great swim, ladies. On to the gentlemen. B final, 200-meter IM. Lane 1, Nolan Lehman from FMC. Lane 2, Ethan, is that Fua?
Fua.
Yeah, from Patriot. Lane 3, Christian Travis from Waves, Bloomington. Lane 4, Jaden Heinlein from Patriot. Lane 5, Ryan Dorr from Fox Valley. Lane 6, Caden Hardy from Wild Kit. Lane 7, William Newlands from New Trier. Lane 8, Quinlan Collins from FMC. And lane 9, Sterling's very own Carson Faley.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how he does. Hopefully
I'm looking forward to it too.
Is a little quicker than Riley's was the other day. I know that
I could almost guarantee that it'll be faster than Riley's.
Go. That's right.
I mean, Riley did have a solid breaststroke, but
he did 129.8. If I'm not mistaken.
What? 129.8. Oh yeah. He actually liked to do the breaststroke on the medley relay today.
Did he really?
Yeah, he said he could go 59, but we did a 50 time trial the other day in practice, and he couldn't even break 30. So I told him that he didn't have a shot. Anyway, back to the race. There were quite a few scratches in this event, to be honest. 7 at least. That's how Carson got in. So
hey, you know what? He got in, though.
Got in and get a second swim, and he's better long course, so he should have a nice race here. And we're missing an athlete in lane 8, Quinlan Collins, who may not have known that he was in.
Well, he probably lives close enough that he could have come back.
I mean, he is from FMC, but who knows? There could have been a medical.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do not want to speculate.
Speaking of that, yesterday we had the girl.
She had a knee problem.
She did. She ended up dislocating her kneecap.
Going to the ER. Yeah,
that's correct.
So
we wish, I believe her last name was
Beitendorp.
Yeah, we wish her a speedy recovery. And
I dislocated my kneecap. That is not a fun thing to do.
It hurts.
Oh, it hurts a lot.
Yes. You got the Nolan Lehman who's out really quick.
Yeah. Well, he's a sprinter, so you knew he'd be out fast, right? Like,
well, he's a sprinter, and he's also a backstroker. He went 49 in his 100 back the other day.
I would say that qualifies him as a backstroker.
Absolutely. But then you got Heinlein.
Lane 4, yeah, definitely a backstroker.
Oh, yeah.
31.4 on that 50. That is fast.
That is moving.
That 31.4. I wonder if his freestyle is going to be faster.
I wonder if look at his breaststroke.
His breaststroke.
He's not losing anything on his breaststroke.
204.09 is the Olympic trial cut. I don't think any gentleman here will be close, but Heinlein laying down some solid backstroke there.
Ryan Dorr is really, look at that breaststroke.
Yeah,
look at that tempo.
He's turning it on here as well.
But Heinlein, man.
39, that's 39, a nice.
39, so.
39s across the board here. Lots of 39s, and then
you had a 38.0 for William Newlands. That seemed to be the fastest split of the breaststrokers.
Yeah, and Jaden just even
he's increasing his lead
in freestyle here. He's having a fantastic evening swim.
Yeah, he is.
31.4. I don't even think that anybody in the second heat may go. Maybe one or two of them, but that's a fast 50 backstroke. His
backstroke was faster than his freestyle.
He went 31.5. So maybe he should just swim at backstroke.
Yeah,
I mean he could.
Yeah. I'm assuming Ethan Fua did not hit the touchpad.
I would imagine. That's why his time's not coming up. Jaden with a 2:11.24. Ryan with a 2:13.4. And in third place, William Newlands, 2:15.28. So that concludes the B final. Great swimming, gentlemen. Into the A final. Lane 1, we have Brian Nothi from FMC. Lane 2, Andrew Kelly from NASA Wildcat. He gave an interview this morning and was very, very nice with his time. And Power V appreciated his effort and his enthusiasm on his interview.
That's great.
So thank you, Andrew. Lane 3, Jaden Gamilla from Mavericks. Lane 4, Jake Regenwetter from Champaign. Lane 5, Ayush Deshpande from FMC with a blistering 146 this morning. That was a fast.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Lane 6, Peyton Werner from FMC. Lane 7, Michael Flynn from Lions, who wanted me to tell you that he was very happy that you said he was a good kid. He took that to heart. Lane 8, Benjamin Guerrero from Academy Bullets. Lane 9, Brady Johnson from FMC.
Well, the one thing that when we walked in, Michael, the first thing he said to Josh was, be careful with the blocks because they're sharp and they can hurt your hands when you're doing it. And I just thought that's a nice class act. Yeah, absolutely.
I have a video of Michael Flynn running on a treadmill at full speed that he wasn't able to handle, and he fell and busted his chin. That was at the Circle City meet probably like 6 years ago. It was really funny. He ended up swimming, and he swam great, and it obviously has had no effect on, at least physically. It may have lodged a few things mentally, but physically he's okay. But as we
look at Ayush,
he is just looking great here in that fly, 26.1.
You have Andrew Kelly going in second, 26.8.
Yeah, those are some fast backstroke or butterflies right there. I'm sure Ayush will get under 31.4, I would imagine, right? So 2:04.09 is the cut here for the Olympic trials, and Ayush definitely has a great chance. I would think at getting under that.
If his breaststroke is anything like his fly, and I think it is, he definitely has a good shot at it.
I think his breaststroke is quite solid.
I think Andrew should give more interviews because he gives interviews like that, and then look at him go.
32.7, 31.6 by Ayush. So
57.7. So he's going to have to.
Jaden Heinlein though with the backstroke split of the night, 31.4 still, but Ayush is. Definitely with a bit of a stronger breaststroke, I would imagine. But, yeah, you're right. Andrew Kelly, maybe inspired by his interview.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I am, knowing that he gave one.
Right. Like, he said some things that he wants to back up here. I didn't listen to the interview, but I'm sure it was great. Ayush with a 37.8.
So he's going to have to go at 29 in order to get that cut. What did you say was 2:04?
28.5 he's got to go, which is a tall order, but can be done. 2:04.09. He definitely has to.
2:04.09.
He definitely has to bring it home 28 is fast coming home, but that roughly was about what he was home in this morning, I would think, right? But I don't think he's quite got the juice here. It doesn't look like.
He's got 5 seconds left. He'll probably go at 204.
204.
205.33.
205.33. 29.7. Peyton Werner with a 29.4. Great swim from him. 207.1. And then lane 4, Jake Regenwetter with a third place finish to 10.20. So
that's a good
swim.
A good field.
Nice swim by all those gentlemen. Coming up next, Splash and Dash. We won't really be talking too much. This is your favorite
event ever.
Right. We'll see. I'm thinking we'll see a lot of good-looking people. That's
what you're saying? Good-looking and athletic. That's according to Jack Wanless.
Right. Yes. So is Jack Wanless in this field? No.
He swam. He was actually he was supposed to be in a swim-off, and I don't believe they did the swim-off.
Okay.
So
right, because it was for like second alternate or something, and I guess maybe his looks were just not quite where they needed to be this morning, were they?
Well,
or his athleticness.
I'm going to go with yes.
Okay. Well, we will be back in roughly 8 minutes for the 50 free, and we look forward to chatting some more.
That's right.
And welcome back to the 2021 Illinois Swimming Winter Open hosted by FMC Aquatics. I'm Casey Natuk, along with Derek Ammerman.
I got to tell you, Case, I know a lot of people are really excited about today, not just for that that their brackets got busted, but also because some of those people are really happy because Loyola is actually moving on. So
yes, well, I'm sure Sister Mary, all right, is that
Sister Jean?
That's
Jean, correct.
She is very happy.
She looked really excited.
Yeah, I didn't see it on TV, but good for her.
I was very disappointed to see that Illinois lost, but I'm at least glad that Loyola is able to go on.
Right. Well, someone from Illinois is doing all right.
That's right.
Sister Jean is what, 101?
101 years old.
That's
impressive. Great lady.
That's amazing. Too. Yeah. All right, so we have the 50 here, splash and dash, just a little bit, reaction, some dolphin kicks, and lots of flying water everywhere. And on the women's B final, lane 1, we have Sadie Murphy from Academy Bullets. Lane 2, Julia Pfeiffer from St. Charles. Lane 3, Lauren Collins from FMC. Lane 4, Lauren Schwartz from St. Charles. Lane 5, Alyssa Schwengel unattached. Lane 6, Audrey Mahoney from Hornets. Lane 7, Jenna Kerr from Barrington. Lane 8, Kira McGowan from FMC. Lane 9, Madeline Padovic from Hornets. Hornets represented by 2.
Yeah. And I know that Madeline's actually heading next year to Miami of Ohio, so good luck to her.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Miami, Ohio is a beautiful campus.
Absolutely.
Beautiful campus. That's what they say.
And for those of you who are happy with this broadcast that we're doing,
give us a
big
thumbs up.
Thanks to Power V Media for doing an awesome job putting this all together. The folks over at Power V have been great with us, and they really have a good
tremendous
thing going.
camera work. And please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to Illinois Swimming. That's what we want to see. And they're off.
Got to just get up and go.
Fastest reaction, lane 4, Schwartz. Lane 2, 0.54. That's fast
Pfeiffer.
by Julia Pfeiffer. She's got the early lead. But usually it's not necessarily the fastest off the block, but the fastest to the 15-meter mark is the one who wins. And right now it looks like this is a race that's almost too close to call.
It's 2 through 5, it looks
But I'm going to go with 2 here. Julia Pfeiffer puts her head down and gets to that wall first with a time of 26.81. Not too far off the trial cut of 25.99.
Not at all.
I mean, that's less than a second. Of course, in a 50, that's a tall order to drop a second, but great swim nonetheless by all those ladies.
And Schwengel ended up second. She was the one who had the second fastest reaction time.
Well, there you go. So now we go on to the A final. Again, 25.99 is the cut, what we're looking for. Lane 1, Reed Broaders from Champaign County. Lane 2, Megan Cizak from Fox Valley. Lane 3, Molly Yetter from St. Charles. Lane 4, Catherine Morris from B.R. Ryle. Lane 5, Carly Novaline from NASA. Lane 6, McKenna Stone from FMC. Lane 7, Sally Ma from Champaign County. Lane 8, Carly Sonnenberg from Delta. And Lane 9, Tiffany Ruan from FMC. 25.99 is the cut here. 25.65 is wave 2. But we're looking at 3 or perhaps 4 girls with a legitimate shot here of making the trial cut. Carly probably already has it for the 50, but I'm sure she's going for wave 2 here. McKenna Stone may also already have the cut, but I'm not sure about Catherine Morris.
So what we'll look for now is to see the reaction of the coaches to see if they get underneath, how excited they are, and
right.
Hopefully we can get at least 3. That would be really nice.
That would be amazing, right? That would be fantastic for these ladies and for Illinois swimming as a whole. So 25.99 is the cut. That's what we're looking for. Again, want a fast reaction, great breakouts, and explosion.
Boy.
Off fast by Carly. That was really fast.
0.61.
0.61, 0.60 by Molly Yetter. But Carly definitely already out to an early lead, but up in lane 6,
like
not
Kate
too far
and
behind.
McKenna
Stone, and down here in lane 3 we have Molly also with a great breakout and swim, but to the wall, definitely Carly Novaline, unless
speed.
McKenna Stone can get her.
25.74.
Oh, we have
2.
We've
We've got 2 that made it.
25.46. Carly Novaline with a wave 2 cut. 25.74 by McKenna Stone with the trial
Stone
cut.
Just missed the wave 2 cut.
And 26.17 just off by
Sally
Ma. 26.18 by Kate Morris. Those were the 4 that we thought had a good shot, but just slightly off. But great swim, ladies, too. Looks like they weren't too shocked by that, like they already knew they had it, so.
Well, I do. Our crack research staff has informed me that Carly's name is actually Novaline.
Novaline.
Yes, as in novel.
And I've been calling it Novaline?
We all have been.
All right. Well, I apologize.
I actually listened to her tell that to one of the coaches this morning, so I'm like, oh,
you are the crack research staff.
That's right.
So, Carly Novaline.
It doesn't get more crack than this.
Great swim. Maybe you should change out of those shorts. Cargos. Crazy cargos.
Cargos.
Right. Men's B final. 23-19 is the Olympic trial cut. Lane 1, Kevin Perez from Y2K. Lane 2, Michael Flynn from Lions. Lane 3, Griffin O'Leary, Barrington. Lane 4, James Sinise, FMC. Lane 5, Nicola Todic from Swift. Lane 6, Calvin Sandifer from Sterling. Lane 7, James Shorney, Y2K. Lane 8, Garrett Clayson, FMC. And lane 9, John Burke from Maverick.
What's Big Cal going to do here?
Well, his goal is 23-19. He said he put on some fat this last year in an effort to make the trial cut.
I got to tell you, I've gotten fatter throughout my life. I'm obviously a lot faster.
You must be faster.
Yes.
You should probably get in. 23-19.
Well, I'll get in. I'll be 21.
And they're off.
Good reaction time by Michael Flynn.
Yeah, he's always a quick one off the blocks. But it looks like lane 4 and 5 may have the early lead here. Lane 3.
5 and 6.
Lane 6, Calvin.
Yeah, he's coming
down.
down.
I took a breath right there at the flags for no reason.
24.05 for Nicola.
24.19 for Garrett. 24.36. Oh, a tie there. 24.36 by James. Sandifer, 24.42. That's a great swim for him.
And he tied for 5th.
And he tied for 5th with James Shorney. Michael Flynn with the fastest reaction, but in 7th place.
So just to prove that, at least in long course, sometimes the reaction time isn't what you need.
Isn't what is needed. So on to the A final. Lane 1, Jacob Drozd from Wheaton. Lane 2, Ayush Deshpande from FMC. Lane 3, Donovan Lehman from FMC. Lane 4, Jonathan Grodecki from New Trier, one of the older men here, 26. Lane 5, Connor Boyle. Great swim this morning, 19.7. Glided into his turn and took a breath. Still was able to do 19.7.
Both are awesome things to do in a 50.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Lane 6, Alexei Filipovic from St. Charles, 20.00.
He just missed it.
Just missed. Lane 7, Danny Tucker. He is the oldest person here at 29 years old, going for that trial.
He's the Anthony Irvin of the
absolutely
field.
Of Illinois swimming. Lane 8, Trent Frazier from FMC, and lane 9, Connor McCarthy from FMC. Any one of these 9 gentlemen have a
legitimate
decent
shot at this. Yeah, absolutely.
23-19. Connor Boyle, definitely. Alexei, Jonathan Grodecki. We could see.
I imagine Donnie Lehman with his height might have an advantage as well.
We could see 4 or 5 gentlemen qualify here. That would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
It would be fantastic.
I might have to dance a jig if they do.
And they're off. Clean
really
start.
Good reaction from
everyone.
Grodecki.
Grodecki, 0.61.
Along with Filipovic.
Fast, too. Connor Boyle and Filipovic all right at, looks like to be on pace. They just can't breathe at this point, right? Boyle with a breath there. Still.
And another breath.
Jeez,
Look
that's
at
a lot of breath.
Too.
Lane 7.
Or 7, Danny Tucker.
Oh, holy cow.
Holy Toledo.
There we go. We got 3. 3 under.
3?
Yeah.
What is the cut?
4? No, 23-19.
Oh, 19, okay.
Yeah, so Connor Doyle, 22.83 for Connor.
22.97 for Danny.
22.97, the old man, 29 years old.
Attaboy.
Great job.
The Anthony Irvin.
And then Jonathan Grodecki, 23.05, also with the cut. Great job, gentlemen.
Well done.
That is awesome. That was fun to watch. Lane 4, Alexei Filipovic just off 23:32. Jacob,
Frost.
23:4.
Yeah.
But
Donnie Lehman, 23:60.
great swim.
But the good thing about Donnie, he was the first one out of the pool.
Well, that's key. And did he get out like an athlete
He
to
did.
his foot?
He got out with, he did.
That's good. You always like to see them get out to their feet. Never want to see a swimmer get out to their knee.
I always enjoy using the ladder.
Well, you're not an athlete anymore. That's why you're not a 50%.
Wait. I was an athlete on Friday.
Oh, yeah?
I beat you, didn't I?
No. You did not RX.
Did I have more reps?
You did not?
Yes, I did.
Well, I mean, yeah, you used 15 pounds less. And
Well,
you weren't
you're
even
darn right,
jumping.
man.
You weren't even jumping.
I was stepping.
You were stepping. Let's see what happens tomorrow when you do try to do it my way.
on that.
All right. Sure. Report back to me, please.
I'll be like, hey, Case, good news. I did about 15 reps.
That was pretty good. All right. Well, we have one event left, 200-meter breaststroke, which is always a fun event to end on because it is the height of excitement.
Oh, my gosh, I can't wait for it.
And
I gotta
then
go find my gal.
Then we will conclude our weekend. So we'll be right back in roughly 8 minutes, and we'll see you then.
It begins with water. Illinois needed more of it, as many of the Prairie State's championship swimming meets were being held outside the state lines. Fortunately, Illinois still has people with vision. Marianne Kaufman followed her vision, and the stunning result is FMC Natatorium, completed in the summer of 2020. Its creation will thrill any fan of the aquatic arts. 2 Mirtha vessels cover the full spectrum of liquid possibilities. The smaller pool features Mirtha's soft walk flooring system, making it the perfect setting for FMC's teaching and water safety plan. It will also be used for competitive swim training and for a cool-down and warm-up pool during large meets. Seating on 3 sides provides great sight lines to the main event, 9 lanes and 50 meters worth of all deep water. 2 stainless steel Mirtha bulkheads allow all that fluid space to be tailored for swimming, diving, and water polo. For training, a 25-yard cross course makes it simple for practice to become perfect. And when it comes to championship swimming, Mirtha track start blocks with sleek custom finishes are the perfect element to prompt exceptional performance. When the seats are filled and the lights are up, remember what it took to make this aquatic dream come true. Water, vision, creation.
Welcome back to the
Final event of the weekend.
final event of the night here at the Illinois Swimming Winter Open, hosted by FMC Aquatics and Illinois Swimming at the amazing FMC Natatorium.
Amazing.
Quick shout out to Speedo that Illinois Swimming is sponsored by.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Speedo, for all your signs. We love them, and we love all of your equipment.
And don't forget to mention Power V.
They were the next ones. Power V Media. You guys are awesome. We love working with you.
They have the best, coolest people on the planet.
They do. They are fantastic. They are absolute, like, they're hype people too, right? Like, they make me feel good about myself.
Absolutely. They were just lying to us about how great we were. So I feel really good about that.
I do.
So.
I want to work with them all the time.
I mean, I always love fake kudos. It's fantastic.
Right. Doesn't matter. I'll take fake platitudes are awesome.
Flake platitudes?
Flake platitudes. All right. So, but they've done a great job. They're here all weekend. They're putting on this live stream for you. So we appreciate them. Power V Media. On to the women's 200-meter breaststroke. In lane 1, Jessica Sanders from FMC. Lane 2, Kaylee Dexter from Peoria.
Kaylee.
Lane 3, Cameron Schmidt from FMC. Lane 4, Kayla Duran from Wolfpack. Lane 5, Jessica Nyborg from Patriot. Lane 6, Rui Cheaton from Fox Valley.
That's the new best name of
the night.
It is.
Are you cheat? It may be Arhi Cheaton.
Arhi
Cheaton. Ruhi. Lane 7, Amy Andrus from Patriot. Lane 8, Peyton Baxter from St. Charles. And lane 9, Natalia Pliwa from Glenbrook Swim Club. And they're off. 200-meter breaststroke. Long course Olympic trial cut 2:33.29.
Well, good news is Kaylee wasn't last.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
So this event is very taxing on the shins and the forearms, especially
if you have a wider pole. It makes it a lot tougher.
Yeah. So and the shins, sometimes you hear breaststrokers complain that they're getting shin splints.
Boy, take a look at Rui cheating over there.
Is she cheating?
She is cheating, all right, because she's going out.
I don't think she's cheating, but she's definitely out there.
If she's out that much further, she's got to be cheating something.
35.7. She's the youngster of the group here. She's just 14.
Wow, and that's probably why she's out there that fast.
Yeah,
maybe
a little nervous excitement.
Absolutely.
Let's see if sometimes, though, that for younger athletes, that works in their favor because they really don't know any better. So they just get out after it, and they can have a breakthrough swim sometimes.
Yeah, and she's breaking through right now. Just look at her. I mean, she's got a commanding lead on this field right now.
Yeah, great glide, getting those arms out in front.
Beautiful
solid
stroke.
Kick. Yeah, that's a fantastic looking breaststroke by Rui Cheaton.
And then you got 3 or 4 vying for second place.
Lane
you
2.
got Dexter. You got Amy Andrus from Patriot, who's second. Dexter right behind her in third, and then right behind her is Peyton Baxter.
So Cheaton out in a 1:17. I'm sure it's more like Cheaton, right? Not Cheaton.
I'm going to go with whatever it works.
Cheaton.
And if anybody wants to chime in and let us know how it's pronounced, she's still got a commanding lead.
Great little, great stroke going on here. But
looks like lane 5 is excuse me,
Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica's coming up on her a little
and
bit.
Lane 2, Kaylee, your girl is.
My girl's having a fantastic swim.
Looks like she might be reeling the rest of them in as well.
So I might have to yell here.
Yeah, go ahead. Just give me I'll get a mute here. But
there, she did have a great 50-44-1. That's what. 42.9 for Jessica Nyborg there. That was the
that was a
fastest
solid
split of the
But Rui's still hanging on here.
It's going to be tough because Jessica's reeling her in. So.
Yeah. Well, it's always tougher to swim from the lead in breaststroke, I feel.
Absolutely.
You definitely can't see people coming up on you. You probably feel it a little bit, right? Especially on the turns and the underwater pullouts. But you can't see how close they are. But sometimes that's for the best because you don't tense up. And so Rui is led from the get-go here and is going to finish in first place. All that's left is the time.
2:46.8. Kaylee coming in second.
Kaylee with a great finish, 43.4 on that last 50. And then Jessica in third, 2:47.66.
That is an 8-second time drop for Kaylee.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. That's some great swimming for all of them.
Great job, coach.
Look at Rui. Now, great job, swimmer. She worked it for it. She earned it, man.
All right. That's
Look,
awesome.
I mean, oh, no. Look at that. Oh, it looked like I thought they tied, like her and
Oh, maybe.
yeah. Either way, that's – I mean, so she was seated, I believe, like 31st and moved her way up to 16th. And then –
now is 9th, 10th, 11th.
Yeah.
10, 11, 12th. Something like that.
Really looking forward to this next heat.
Yeah. This should be a fast heat. And we'll tell you why here in a second. Lane 1, Tessa Jones from Woodstock. Lane 2, Catherine Makarska from Glenbrook. Lane 3, Hannah Liu from Patriot. Lane 4, Adri Kasmitz from Patriot. Lane 5, Kaylin Gridley from New Trier. Lane 6, Angelina Messina from St. Charles. Lane 7, Madeline Zier from Swift. Lane 8, Margaret Meehan from FMC. Lane 9, Caitlin White by BR Ryle. I was just informed that Syracuse won by 3. That's winner chicken dinner for this man.
Amen, brother.
All right.
That's unfortunate, for me and my Fighting Illini, but, they'll live to fight another day.
So, Margaret Meehan, just a quick little aside, her dad told me she just committed to the Air Force yesterday.
Oh, congratulations to Margaret.
Congratulations
to her. I think I met her today.
Yeah, I coached her a few years ago. I coached the whole Meehan family, actually. They're a great family. She's got a sister, Catherine, at Navy.
Ooh, that should make for some interesting dinners.
Yeah, Navy and Air Force.
It's
probably nice, though, on the parents' pocketbook when it comes to college, right? Those are pretty nice. Anyway, the Wave 1, 2:33.29 is Olympic trials, and Wave 2, 2:30.49.
I think you've got 2 possibilities here.
Absolutely. Well, Kaylin Gridley had the Wave 2 cut in the 100 breast. Was it yesterday?
Yes.
Last night when she went
correct.
109. So definitely look for her to repeat that performance.
And I think Messina
will be right on her feet because this morning they were only a second separated, the two of them. Kaylin's definitely more of a 100 swimmer than a 200, but also can put together a nice 200.
33.5, 34.3.
33.34. That is out really fast.
Yeah. Hopefully they didn't overcook the grits.
Well, is that
that's a paw euphemism.
I thought you were making a pun on Gridley's last name.
No, I was thinking,
so that was
overcooking
unintentional.
the grits,
Overcooking the grits.
Yeah, means you went out too fast and died.
I understand what it means.
Well, I didn't want you to forget.
But I thought that you were saying something about Gridley as her last name.
Okay, I hope you don't. I hope they're not overcooking the grids.
There
you go. Is that better?
So
I like that play.
Yeah, 112.1, 113.0. Those girls are both kind of right on target here. 36 or 38 for both of them, right? So 116, 230.90, 233.29 is the cut. So they come home in a 116, 117. They're going to both be under.
It's going to be
easily.
A tall order, but they're pushing.
They were both 38 on that last 50. So if they could,
that would be 116.
Right.
So they're right there.
And they were out 112, 113. So they actually have a little bit of room to play with. They could come home in a 120 actually and still make it.
Well, let's see what they got here. 40.
40.3.
They're going to have to push 41.4.
So Kaylin Gridley at 151. Is that right? 151.5? Or is that
152.5.
Okay, I'm at a bad angle on the scoreboard here. But so she's got to come home in a 40 as well, right? 40.8-ish. Which she looks like she's increasing her glide a little bit, increasing her tempo on her pole. She knows. I think she can feel it. She's going to be so close. She's at the 15-meter mark with 10 seconds to go.
She's not going to quite get it.
No, that's.
Well, she might get the 233 though. Never
233
mind.
is 29. 233,
no, she's
31,
got that.
32. Just missed.
Wow.
233.43. Oh, Kaylin, great swim though.
Yeah.
Great swim. Angelina touches in second, 237.25, and Adri Kasmitz in third with a 243.51. Just off, man.
But still fantastic swims.
233.29 was the cut, and just off. So great job, Kaylin. Don't be upset with yourself. That was awesome.
I absolutely agree. I mean, you can't. You've already made the cut. You just keep
you're already
pushing
going
and getting ready to go.
You're already going.
Yep.
All right, so on to the final event, the men's 200-meter breaststroke. We got lane 1, Alexander Lakin from Maverick. Lane 2, Aiden Dunn from FMC. Lane 3, Derek Song from Hinsdale. Lane 4, our boy, Kane Chris from St. Charles. Lane 5, Jaden Gamilla from Maverick. Lane 6, Caden Hardy from Wildkit. Lane 7, Sam Brown from NASA Wildcat. Lane 8, Sean Finley from Lincoln Way. Lane 9, Carson Faley from Sterling Stingrays. There's my boy. He had a nice 200 IM earlier. Let's see how they...
So, shout out to my boy Justin Alderson, who just rode in.
I think he was a fast swimmer, wasn't he?
He's a pretty fast swimmer.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek, it's Justin. I question for you, but are you commentating the FMC Senior live stream right now? And if it's not you, whoever the announcer is sounds just like you.
Well, it is you.
It is me. So, Justin, hope you're doing well. You had a great season. Hope you continue to do well down there at Georgia Tech. Coach Struby, you take care.
Coach Bob Struby walking off the deck. He likes his distance.
He loves his IM.
Yeah. He coached me for a few years. That was a long time ago. That man's been around for a while.
Yep, and he's absolutely one of the best coaches in Illinois.
And a nice human.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I heard he enjoys pie.
Well,
every night he has to have a slice of pie, according to one of his former swimmers, Sarah Teggy. Slice of pie every day at like 5:30.
Is that like a fruit pie or is that like a Boston cream pie? Or
not sure what the pie is. She just said that he likes to eat pie every day.
All right, out fast
Sean
in lane
Finley.
8, Sean Finley, 32.9.
32.9.
That is bold.
I hope he's got some legs to sustain it.
Yeah, but he looks like he's definitely getting a nice kick and a solid drive forward. You know, sometimes some of these guys could have great underwater pullouts, right? And that's why they're so quick in short course.
Yeah.
And underwater pullouts don't necessarily translate to a long course. That comes more to a technique, a little bit of a stroke.
And right now he's just looking really good.
He looks really good out in lane 1. Lane 2, Carson Faley, 37.8, going in second place. He's at a 112. And lane 1, 112.8 as well in third place. So outside smoke, seeing some fast swimmers right now.
He's not looking like he's slowing down yet.
No,
I mean, look at that. Look at how strong that breaststroke is. That is really nice.
Yeah, he is getting some great extension, great gliding.
I mean, unless he dies a seriously bad death, I'd say he's in the wrong heat.
Right. Or he just he could have just had a bad swim this morning.
Yeah.
But 39.6 on that 50?
39.6.
Everybody else slowly reeling it in just a little bit, but not too much, right? Like,
I mean, the fastest one there was 38.4 by
Alexander
Jaden.
has moved to second. Carson dropped to third. But these guys, he's putting together a fantastic swim. 2:17.89 is the Olympic trial cut. We're not in danger of that, but he's still having a fantastic swim, and that's got to make his coach pretty happy coming up on this long course summer season.
Yeah, I know Ryan was talking about him, what a good kid he is, so hopefully.
And you always like to see good kids who work hard do well.
Absolutely.
Right? So he crushed that. 2:29.3. Great swim. In second place, we had Caden Hardy. In third, Jaden Gamilla. Great swims by all of those guys.
And don't forget fourth.
And fourth,
Kane Chris.
Great job, gentlemen. Way to finish off your weekend.
That's right.
Those were solid swims. And on to the A final. In lane 1 from Lions, Aiden Foley. Lane 2 from Academy, Benjamin Guerrero. Lane 3, Jake Regenwetter from Champaign County.
Good old Jake.
I got a little ahead of myself.
Jake and Regwetter?
Jake and Wetter is what I was going with. Lane 4, William Gallagher from FMC. Lane 5, Ronak Kosla from FMC. Lane 6, Colin Zhang from Patriot. Lane 7, Elmer Wang from FMC. Lane 8, Jeffrey Hugh from FMC. And lane 9, Philip Stempian from Academy Bullets.
think we're looking for the man beast in lane 5 here to possibly
Rana
go underneath.
Kosla definitely, he was under 2 minutes this morning, 158, and he just was cruising, right? Like he was seated with a 156. But he is definitely going to be looking for that 2:15.28, I'm sure, wave 2. 2:17.89 is wave 1, which William and Colin will be shooting for, right? They're both 2:02 this morning. But I don't know if they have the guns. But Kosla is definitely going to be the one to watch on this as far as getting out and getting that trial cut. And he's out early, missed the takeoff splits, but he's out to a lead already, halfway through, coming up here on the first 50. He's got a nice tempo, nice reach, great looking stroke there. 30.9, 32, 32, 33s by the rest of the field.
That's what.
But 30.9
Sean was out in that last heat.
Is out fast, right? 30.9 is a solid effort going out. And he's already got a body length lead on everybody. So the race here will be for second as far as placing goes. But as far as the Olympic trial standard, the race here is for Ronak to try to get under 2:15.28, I'm sure is what he's looking for, right? Like you get that, you're doing something really good. Out in a 105.
5:89. So that was a 35. So he's going to have to hold those 35s again if he wants to break that 2:15.
That might be a tall order.
That's going to be tall, but he doesn't appear to have any signs of slowing down right now. In fact, he appears to almost be speeding up.
Right. He's definitely driving forward more. He's getting his hands quick, right? His hands forward really fast. Like he's got a great stroke. Strong, powerful, great kick. You know, breaststrokers have some great ankle flexibility is what makes them great breaststrokers because they're able to get those feet out.
35.2, he's going
right
to have
there.
to be a 34.
Wave 1 is 2:17.89.
Correct.
So
I'm talking about wave 2, that 2:15.
Wave 2. But out in lane 6, Colin is putting together a nice swim for himself as well. He's going to be just off the Olympic trial standard, but he's going to get under 2:20 for sure, which is a fantastic swim for him.
Is it any coincidence that a lot of Patriot kids are in here with their coach Kevin, former breaststroke great?
I would say no.
Yeah.
I would say no. And Ronak
2:16.55.
2:16.55. Great swim.
And he's going to, 2:21.1.
Colin 2:21.
Colin faded a little bit at the end, but still, that's a fantastic swim.
And finishing in third, Jeffrey Hugh from FMC with a 2:24.5. So that concludes our weekend here.
Yes.
What do you think?
I got to tell you, I mean, just thinking about, I can't remember the last time I ever saw 3 people qualify for the Olympic trials in one heat.
That was
just a meet like this.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
So great job, swimmers. Great job, coaches. Power V Media. Great job. Thank you for everything this weekend.
Power V Media is the shiznit.
I don't know that you could say that, but FMC Natatorium, beautiful facility. FMC Aquatics and Illinois Swimming, thank you for hosting. And any final thought? One final thought?
Well, I just, I want to give thanks to FMC for allowing us to do this, but a big congratulations and good luck to all those swimmers who competed this weekend, and especially those who are going to be representing Illinois swimming in the Olympic trials. Congratulations to you guys. You guys did a fantastic job. Looking forward to seeing how well you do at the trials. So good luck to all you guys.
Yeah, great thought. And thank you, Derek, for joining me. Thank you, The Beard.
My pleasure.
Appreciated your company and your color. It was a great weekend had by all.
And don't forget the cargo shorts.
And the cargo shorts and the beard. So this is the voice of Illinois Swimming and the beard of Illinois Swimming saying thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.
Signing off.